Hello everyone and welcome to the next Dev Diary. Today we will talk about the different hunting approaches. In Way of the Hunter, you need to put a lot of care into tracking and spotting in order to land a clean shot. Remember that rushing is not an option and patience brings the best results. There are several ways how to find animals you want. Way of the Hunter has persistent animal populations that leave signs behind them as they live out their daily lives. Signs can be either static or dynamic. Static signs are also called need zones, and dynamic signs can be, for example, droppings or urine. This method is called spot and stalk. It is the most demanding form of big game hunting. Follow these signs while trying to be slow and silent. Loud noises, such as sprinting or car engine, will spook the animals. Also, pay attention to wind direction and speed. If you follow these signs, you will eventually start hearing the animals. At this distance, animal senses are very sensitive, so be even more careful as you try to make visual contact. Hunter sense will make signs and sounds easier to locate, but you can also play without it for more immersive experience. Another legitimate method is called ambush hunting. It relies on animals moving in predictable patterns so that you can position yourself for a clean shot before the animal arrives. You can use any vantage point, but hunting stands are especially useful for this. There are hundreds of sounds which attract all kinds of wildlife. A skillful hunter uses these sounds to attract animals close enough to make a good shot. In Way of the Hunter, you can buy callers. They imitate sounds which will draw animals to you. Need zones can be a good starting point for finding the animal you want, but it is not as easy as matching the right kind of zone with the right time of day and waiting. Even though animals have pretty reliable daily rhythm, they prefer some zones more than others. Animals have always several need zones at their disposal, so you can never be 100% sure which one they will use. You also need to be aware of hunting pressure. If you shoot a firearm or spook animals in their need zone, they might not come back to it. Another way of finding a good shot position is flushing. Flushing involves using noises and movement to cause game to become nervous and leave cover. For example, this method is mostly used on pheasants. And finally, you can also partake in so-called still hunting, where you combine the pleasure of walking in the woods and sneaking. You can encounter game at any time. You need to maintain maximum focus and move slowly and carefully. It is like the last phase of successful stalk, except it lasts for hours and you are never sure of animal's location. Way of the Hunter offers many approaches, and it is up to you which one you choose. Good hunting, and see you next time.